doing this twice in a row, but fuck. Insane shit went down. And honestly, I'm gonna be upset. Hey, Zukov! Hey! Buddy! No. Yeah, take that off. My god. Ugh. Of course, schwitzing and schwitzing. Fuck this heat. But, oh my goodness, dude. Like, bruh. Like, Trump getting fucking having an assassination attempt, dude. Like, holy fucking shit. I'm pretty sure that all, like, broke while, like, I was on my way to work or something, like, or at least while I was at work, because I just happened to, like, pull up my phone, like, 30 minutes into the shift, and all of a sudden it's just like, the fuck happened? So wild shit, definitely happened today, and it's like, holy fuck. It's like, whoa, dude. Whoa. It's definitely a kind of a, for me, a little bit of like, oh shit, kind of thing for me, where it's like, oh fuck, dude. It's gonna be like, I mean, it's, for me, like, I'm wondering, like, how, like, bad it's honestly gonna be because of this shit. Definitely feels like it's gonna be a wild one. And to think, our politics is gonna get more nutty. Here, I'll do this. Okay. Let's say it. As a Japanese should have better aim than an American one. Oh my fucking god, bro. Damn. That's an oof. That's an oof of a comment. Fuck the direction these series of events have been taken as. Trump should have stood up straight. Been different headline then. Yeah. Hey, doggo. What are you doing? Yeah, you. What are you doing? Crazy mutt. Crazy mutt. Oh, fuck. Even Kyle just dropped something. He just dropped the thing. Oh, fuck.
Alright, guys. I know I'm a little late to this, but...
Oh, dude, Kyle, how in the fuck are you outside? I'm convinced that Kyle is like, got a green screen. I'm convinced he's got a fucking green screen and he cycles the shit. Like, he's got his whole setup out here, dog.
Turned on the camera as quick as I possibly could. We were out somewhere, and it took us like an hour and a half to get home, but I'm home now, and, man, giant news just came out. I gotta admit, even though it's been about maybe 2 hours since this happened, I'm still in shock, bro. Like, I'm still in shock about this. I couldn't believe it when it happened, and then you're slowly gathering the facts. But as you all know by now, Trump was shot at. So there was a rally in Pennsylvania, and he was given his stump speech, and then this happened right here. Let me make it bigger. Listen to this.
You see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Now, by the way, just...
Talk of how that lard bucket survived the dog pile MC. Because that's just, like, what the Secret Service do, dude. Like, I mean, they're trained on this. And, dude, like, I mean, this is fucking insane, bro. I mean, I normally don't, like, stream, like, 2 little short streams in a row like this, but I kind of had to when I saw the breaking news, like, after I went to work, and I was like, well... fuck, just going to karaoke and just, like, overlooking that, kind of thing. It's just like, it's like, I'm gonna just react to it, for what little time I do got, because, like, holy fuck. Like, I don't 100% know what to say about it, because, frankly, I don't think it's good. Like, I know I've joked about, like, and memed about, like, oh, well, the country would have a better service if, like, Trump, and frankly Biden just croaked and shit. But I don't like this ain't it. It's like they're old. Like I just want them to die of like a stroke or something. Like or a heart attack. It's like this shit is just going to radicalize people, embolden his base, and frankly, probably just like seal the election for him. Have you seen some of the pictures that have come out of this shit? Like of Trump, like standing up with his like hand in the air and the flag in the background with him all bloodied up. Like, dude, like there's like fucking campaign photos like galore at that shit right there. Joe Biden would have met the Pope if like 5 Secret Service buffs tackled him. He probably would have. Ronald McDonald's come to collect. Yeah, I mean, I would hope, but this is, I guess, what we get instead, which is frankly like the worst fucking thing you could possibly get.
I don't want to, bury the other lead here, but he's fine. Like there was some blood coming down from his ear. It looks like maybe it grazed his ear, but he's fine. He went to the hospital. And
so what happened was it was confirmed that was glass shrapnel. Like the shots that the guy took, were pretty much hit a teleprompter or something else at glass, and that was the shrapnel to glass.
Already you're good. It looks like it just grazed your ear, but we'll get to more on this in a second. But it looks like the shooter is down, so they got the shooter, and then also one rally goer I think was killed, and another one is in critical condition. So here, let me play it for you again. I gathered as much as I could, and I'm trying to keep this segment as factual as humanly possible, right? But I mean, this is yet again. I'm tired.
So, dude was a bad shot. Yeah. Well, not terrible. I mean, he did kill somebody and wounded a bystander, but another rally goer. But they were in the background. Like I actually tried to see if maybe there was like somebody, in the background here that might have gotten shot, but there isn't. But apparently there was a rally goer that was shot and killed.
Historic moments, bro. I'm so sick of living through. Can't we just have some smooth, regular ass, nothing shit going on? I feel like it's one insane moment after another, one historic moment after another. So here we go again. Watch.
I see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Like, that first shot, definitely had to have been, like, one of the teleprompters spoken, because he went to his ear like, huh? He did that kind of confused, because he probably felt something slap up against his ear, which was probably glass.
So you hear the shots, then he grabs his ear, he goes to the ground. I think they're trained to go to the ground, and then the Secret Service all comes in, and they go over the top of him. By the way, my understanding, and maybe I was wrong, I assumed that at all these rallies, whether it's Biden doing one or Trump doing one, they have like metal detectors, and when you come in, they make sure that you're not armed or anything like that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but secret.
I mean, from what I understand, dude, so here's like at least what I do know. The guy set up like outside of this rooftop on a building that was just outside of the rally. Like that's essentially where he was pitched up at. So he was like shooting from outside of the rally area, so there was like a lapse of security essentially in that.
As soon as they heard the shots, they really jumped into action, and like I said,
or at least outside the security perimeter.
The shooter has apparently been killed. All right, we'll watch it again. Then I got a lot more to show you.
I see something that said, take a look at what happened.
And those shots right there are from the Secret Service snipers that took him out. Those three little bump, those three small slow pops are the shooter, and then those like rapid fire, like bump, kind of shots were from the Secret Service agents or snipers that were, watching over. Is Trump going to start sprint gun control now? Probably not. I mean, honestly, probably not. He's just going to be emboldened by this and just, probably like, if anything, just really get emboldened by it, like, and just like continue to like make his case essentially, and just like if anything, have a lot of his rally goes get really heavily whipped up by it.
His ear and goes down. By the way, at that moment, people are probably thinking like, "Yo, did he just get a headshot? Like, was he just murdered because it hit him in the brain?" Like, that's probably in the moment what people were thinking. By the time I heard the news, we already kind of knew that it was just. It grazed his ear, which, by the way, Jesus fucking Christ, that's like inches from just game, set, match, right? So All right, one more time, and then I got to show you the rest of this stuff too. Watch.
Oh, okay, well, we've seen this plenty of times. Oh, well, he keeps playing it. Oh, fuck. That last shot right there, and was the kill shot, by the way. And that's where, because that scream right there was, like, essentially right when he got killed. So probably his head just, like exploded, and that lady probably saw it and fucking hysterically screeched.
The screams are blood-curdling, Jesus.
It's a long distance, and they're a really good shot. Those shots were from Secret Service members, like that were security. Well, I guess maybe we'll go back to the beginning at least a little bit. Because, I mean, you have, him here, right?
Take a look at what happened.
That's the shooter. No, the one with the ear? Yeah, that was the shooter there. And frankly, I don't think, that was a bullet. That was shrapnel from glass. From what I've, seen so far, I think that's what's been confirmed. So, the guy basically, like, hastily, just aimed in the general direction where Trump was, but didn't really, aim the shot up or align it right. Which, I mean, granted, I guess for good reason. So, yeah, bad shot. Yeah. So, you had those 3 shots. Then you have these shots. That's returning fire. That's counterfire.
That's a lot of shots, bro. That's a lot of shots. I heard a lot of shots.
And then that's the kill shot.
Oh, the screams are blood-curdling, Jesus.
Hold, when you're ready, on you.
I love fucking Secret Service response so quick. Were they just shooting at random? No, rooftop snipers. They got, I mean, when it comes to presidents, former and otherwise, like, these motherfuckers got security everywhere. Like, they got snipers pitched up. They got, like, obviously Secret Service, like, on standby, like, within the crowd, just outside of, like, your response distance and shit for things like this. Like, they have, like, there is, like, a whole, like, like, a couple different teams. There's, like, the sniper team, the direct team here, and then, like, a perimeter team to make sure that, like, there's no one, that's running up or some shit, to Trump or something. But obviously, you have a sniper team, make sure you don't got snipers pitching up anywhere, which that's where those multiple shots came from because, they heard the shots, immediately pinned down on where they came from, and then just returned fire right back at them. Then, once they saw that he was down but still alive, they made the kill shot. Let me get my dog out.
So right now they're still just covering him. I'm surprised the people behind him didn't like run away, but they're covering him right now. The Secret Service.
You ready? We're good. Shooters down. Are we good to move? Let's go.
Where's Riley at? Wisconsin. This, I think, was in, like, or it's like Michigan. It was one of those states. In Butler Park, I think? Or no, Butler, Pennsylvania.
You heard them say, I don't know if you caught that. They said shooters down. Listen again.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Shooters down, shooters down.
Let's move. Let's move.
Got like an armed SWAT guy here too, it looks like, or maybe Pennsylvania local police department.
They're fully tacked out too. That guy's got a full on like AR that's fully tacked out.
You get my shoes? Is that what Trump said? Did your shoes come off?
I got you.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold on, your head, buddy.
Let me get my shoes. I need my shoes. I know my life is in danger, but get my shoes, please.
Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Watch out.
Watch this. Watch. Look at that. You see the blood on his ear. He put his hand up defiantly.
Dude, motherfucker, bro. Like, this guy is such a fucking showman, dude. He knows how to really, like, whip up a crowd. I'm just gonna be honest with that. Because some of the pictures and that shit right there, like, fucking hell, bro.
God damn, bro. Alright, so look. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Look at that.
I mean, like, motherfuck, dude. Like, that's a campaign picture right there, dude. Like, I mean, he pretty much just, like, solidified a campaign photo for the rest of his goddamn campaign just with that alone, dude. Zukov, what is your fucking deal? He's bitching. He's just angry. He's just like, no, you live.
Oh, God. One of the Chapo guys said, I know you shouldn't even be thinking of this in the context of electoral politics right now. One of the Chapo guys was like, if he puts this picture next to that video of Biden explaining how I don't have to go to bed at 8 p.m. most nights.
Damn.
Bro. All right, look, we got another one. This is a slightly different one, but goddamn. Goddamn. Look at these pictures. Look at these pictures. All right. Butler County District Attorney Richard Goldfinger tells me Trump was grazed by gunfire but is safe. An audience member was killed and the shooter is dead. Another person is in serious condition. This is from a staff writer at the Washington Post. So, again, it's relatively legit. Usually in the moment when things like this happen, it's really, really hard to gather facts that you know are ironclad facts because there's going to be a lot of stuff going around that's not true, that later we find out, right? So, again, I'm trying to keep this as factual as humanly possible. Obviously, it's very, very difficult in the moment to have...
Like, for me, I wonder, like, who the shooter was. Like, because I don't think any of that information's come out yet. Like, at all. I mean, like, from my understanding, they've been at least identified, but at this rate haven't been, like, publicly released information because, I mean, depending on who the background of this dude is that did this, I mean, I think, politically it could probably go one way or the other when it comes to, like, what people are going to say about it, in one way. Because, honestly, there are some pictures of his dead ass, on the roof. So he's wearing camo and shit like that. So it's like, I mean, it seems like, likely a disenfranchised, like, fucking right-winger maybe, or, like, some sort of a conspiracy guy, or maybe, like, a dude that, is fucking, like, really got, like, some sort of, like, just severe mental issues. Maybe a veteran that's got severe PTSD. I mean, it's kind of ambiguous about, like, who this motherfucker could be.
That are like, we can hang your hat on this point, right? But this is relatively, I would take this one to the bank. This one seems relatively certain. Law enforcement official briefed on Butler shooting tells me the suspect is down yet again. Further verification that the person who did the shooting has been killed. Just spoke on the phone to Ambassador Kip Tom, who was sitting in the front row at the Trump rally. He told me he believes there were two shooters, saying shots at President Trump came from different directions. He also saw others get hit. Okay, so look, on this one, Katie Pavlich is not a trustworthy source, okay?
And also, like, if there's, like, the whole idea that there might have been two shooters, like, there were snipers that are overwatching, like, Trump and shit, and I guarantee you those other shots came from them, in retaliation against the other shooter. And it just, due to the chaos of the situation, made it seem like there might have been more than one shooter.
She's saying, I talked to this person at the rally who said this. This one is not in any way, shape, or form something you could take to the bank. Everything else I've seen so far to this point seems to indicate there was that one shooter. By the way, more on that in a moment. We maybe already have video of him down, the shooter. So again, hold on that. I'm going to tell you when things are not totally verified and certified as I walk you through this, okay? I'll tell you the things I think are for sure, and I'll tell you the things that I'm not so sure, right? This one, I'm not so sure. But I just wanted to show you that there is some speculation that maybe there was more than one shooter. Okay. So this is Trump's motorcade was speeding away after the shooting. I like how they say destination unknown. Gee, where do you think he's going? He just got shot.
Yeah, like, where the fuck do you think he's going? Like the Fairy Wonderland?
The fucking ear. Real tough one to figure out. What's he going to, Chuck E. Cheese? Moron, Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, So obviously this was hospital, right? Obviously he's going to the hospital. All right, now again, don't take this one to the bank, but this is floating around. Allegedly, the dead body of Trump's attempted assassin.
Now, I think this is confirmed.
Here, watch this.
Pretty sure this has been confirmed. I actually want to be kind of careful, honestly. Like, God damn it, Kyle, you know? But, I mean, you can kind of see him barely, like, you know, on top of the roof. But, yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
You can see the guy there.
Right there.
I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
He looks dead. Yeah.
Again, one more time. He's zooming in. Top of a roof.
The guy there.
Crouched down. Laying down.
I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
I said I think they hit him. The guy looks dead. So right here. And then we have. I actually haven't seen this one yet. This guy says he saw someone bear crawling on a roof with a rifle minutes before shooting started. Claims he tried to alert security. This BBC interview with a guy outside the security perimeter who claims he saw the shooter before he fired is absolutely wild. All right, this is my first time listening to this, so let's do it.
Someone who was here. You weren't inside the event, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw and why.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us the Brickles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party.
A party?
We decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch the rain, listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here, I have no idea, you know. But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
Right.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, oh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him up the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%.
And he was up there for a couple of...
I mean, I don't know if he would have been up there for a couple minutes, but if he was up there chilling for a little bit on that roof, I mean, there actually genuinely might have been like a full-on lapse of full-on lapse of security, at least when it came to the perimeter. Like, I mean, was, like that specific kind of like zone just not really accounted for, even though there obviously were officers around. I mean, so it's like, did they just not take his, warning seriously? They're just saying, wait, what? Yeah, okay, sure. You probably had too many Bud Lights and now you're kind of dehydrating the sun. Chill out there, old boy. It's like, I mean, what were they thinking?
He was up there. For a couple of minutes. Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service. They were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree. Binoculars.
Did they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't...
Oh. He was saying Secret Service blew the head off of the guy who shot at Trump. That's what he's saying. I thought for a second he was talking about Trump's head got blown off.
No, which would confirm like that last kill shot, that screech that lady was, did immediately afterwards. Just fucking fly, bro. Like, because that would explain it. Yeah, if your head got blown off and now your brains are kind of all over on the top of a roof, after that, and people saw that, yeah.
You're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Yep. You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them
Man, that defiant, fist in the air thing? Jesus Christ, bro.
afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You could see the white roof.
Wow.
Right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. You know, I mean, it's a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you process what you just did?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out, the police and Secret Service, is crawling up the roof.
So if everything this guy is saying is right, then actually what I was saying before about how Secret Service did a good job jumping right at Trump as soon as, you heard the shots and he grabbed his ear. I mean, they were up there within 10 or 15 seconds. If what this guy's saying is right, then actually no credit to Secret Service, no credit to the police who were supposed to be guarding this event, because it seems like he was trying to point homie out for a hot minute and they weren't doing anything. They weren't reacting to the attempted communication, which is sort of devastating.
I mean, I would think it's just probably confusion, being like, well, who, what? I don't see anybody. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, like kind of shit. And maybe there was probably like a sense of at least being like kind of cautiously, willing to check it, but like not, or at least skeptically, check it out. But I mean, like evidently there was a lapse of fucking judgment, when it came to security on this issue. I mean, that's for fucking sure. At least on some level. I don't think it was purposeful at all. I just think it happened to be just like a slight sense of incompetence and a lapse in security. I mean, really, it's just poor judgment type of shit.
Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not on every building here?
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Damn, homie's going in on the Secret Service.
Dude, yeah, my boy is just like pissed. He's like, why didn't they do this shit?
There's a whole bunch of questions. Yeah.
And he's wearing like the most like MAGA Guy Fieri looking fucking shit, dude. Like,
yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about that.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of that?
No, she just do that because I saw her.
All right, listen, I'm sorry you have to witness that. That's a terrible thing.
Okay, Jesus Christ. All right. And then finally, this is my first time watching this one too. An emergency room doctor I spoke with tried to save someone's life in the crowd. Okay, here we go.
That's exactly where I heard him come from.
What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots.
does that guy got bloodstains on his shirt?
I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, he's been shot.
He said, I thought it was firecrackers to begin with.
So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you. The guy had spun around and was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There's lots of blood.
Oh.
And he had brain matter there. And so I got him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. So I got people there really helpful. I got
Was there only one person shot that you saw?
Then I did CPR, did chest compressions as well as I breathed for him.
One person.
I was the only one to do that.
need to evacuate everybody.
Jesus Christ, bro.
You can kind of tell he's also in a state of shock because he's just really like, he didn't even respond to the question. He was just still like reliving what was just going on.
Jesus Christ. All this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Can we just have like some normal ass shit happen for once ever, please? All right.
No.
So,
Kyle, this is America. You know that ain't gonna happen.
now I should say. Now let's get into the parts that are speculation, insofar as we can do any speculation at this moment. But and I'll make some predictions for you in a second. But, of course, Occam's razor here. This does not take a genius to point out, right? This is the most obvious thing in the world. But Occam's razor is obviously this is somebody who is super anti-Trump, and I already see speculation on Twitter that this person was like an Antifa member, and I already see a name floating around, but it's not verified yet by any like legitimate outlets. So I wouldn't give that name because it's too speculatory at the moment to give the name. But Antifa has been floated. It's certainly possible.
I mean, anything that tends to happen to Republicans or conservatives, especially politicians, usually get blamed on Antifa.
Not 100% yet. Again,
I really highly doubt it has anything to do with like left politics.
At the moment, it's very difficult to get all the information you can. I'm sure as the hours go by and the days go by, we're going to eventually know for sure who this was who did this. We're going to know if they're tied to a group or if it's just an individual. But that is the speculation at the moment.
I would think it's just like a lone wolf kind of thing at the very least. I don't really think there's any group behind any of this.
Again,
I'll say at least that much.
Stretch of the imagination, but I'll keep my eye on that. And next time I do a segment, we'll talk more specifically about who it is. We might have a name in relatively soon, let's say. In fact, by the time you're watching this, it might be out. I'm not 100% sure. So there's that. Now, in terms of predictions, and by the way, I'll play this for you again as I continue to talk. You can see the event happening if it works. There we go. Okay. I'll go back to the beginning. You can see it again.
You see something that said,
Wait, why is it going back to the beginning?
So,
look what happened.
There it is again. Okay. So my predictions, look, right off the bat, this is like this is a rock solid prediction right here. There will be conspiracies galore, bro.
There already are conspiracies galore, I bet. I don't even want to know what type of fucking weird conspiracies are going on like Twitter right now. I bet it's fucking insane.
78 conspiracies before freaking Monday, right? Before Monday, we're going to get 78 conspiracies. I have no doubt.
This is the biggest contracts ever, the Biden speeches. I mean, no shit, dude. I mean, for real. Like, it is generally pretty fucking nuts, like, when it comes to, like, the contrast of, like, you know, what's going on with, like, you know, how Trump deals with his speeches versus, like, Biden. And it is just, like, pretty wild.
The conspiracies are going to ramp up colossally.
Biden's conclave is going to be under an even tighter microscope. Oh, 100%. And on top of that, I mean, I really do think that, you know, this is honestly in a weird fucked way, kind of like a silver lining for Trump. Like, I mean, you know, like, because he's all, like, even in the moment, like, while he was getting escorted right off stage, he fucking was holding his fist out and shit. I mean, so, he, in a way, he's honestly taking it with some stride, you know, honestly. YouTube Roblox on my comments. Oh, fucking YouTube, of course.
I'm sure it's going to be like, you know, Joe Biden did it. Somebody tweeted like, oh, I see Joe Biden took that Supreme Court ruling on immunity to heart. I'm sure people are going to blame Biden. I'm sure the deep state is going to be blamed. It's going to be, forget it, but they might blame China, whatever. Like, I'm sure there's going to be conspiracies galore. 100% guaranteed. In fact, I'm already starting to see some floating around. Okay. The other thing is, I think that this is going to lead to mainstream media going way, way easier on Trump. I think it's going to lead to mainstream media honestly thinking like, damn, maybe we contributed to this because we're so hard on him. And maybe we shouldn't go as hard on him because we don't want people to misinterpret our rhetoric and think we want people to do violence against him. So there's definitely going to be conspiracy.
Shit. You know, that, you know, Kyle might have a point with that. Like, they're going to do a lot more, like, you know, fucking civil decorum thumping and just be like, oh, look, you know, it's like we gotta, like, you know, have, like, some civility. We need to, you know, approach it with more kindness and tolerance. Like, oh my god. Holy shit, Kyle's probably, like, honestly corrected that one. Wasn't even a bad comment. Yeah. Like, honestly, half the time, they usually aren't bad comments. But, holy fuck, bro. Honestly, I don't even really 100% know how to process this shit. Outside of just like, holy fuck, dude. It's like, well, holy moly.
Mainstream media is going to go, I think, easier on Trump now. And then here's another prediction for you. I think he's going to shoot up in the polls big time, right? I mean, again, it seems like a slimy thing to do to have the conversation at this moment about electoral politics. But we already know he's fine. They grazed his ear. He's okay. He says he's fine, right? But I can't help but bring that point up. He's going to shoot up in the polls massively. And the other thing is, like, Biden's going to either have to come out and give a speech about this. What the hell is he going to say about it?
Oh my god. Honestly, weirdly enough, it would be better if he just made a tweet, you know, condemning the violence and, you know, and hope that Trump makes a good recovery and all that shit and just shut the hell up. It's like, good lord.
Right? Or is he just going to release a statement? How is Biden's cognitive abilities going to be when he comes out and gives a speech about it or makes some comment about it? But I can't see. I mean, look, bro. I'm gonna show you this one more time. You're telling me an alleged attempted assassination, and this picture comes out of it. This picture, and you think he's not gonna shoot up in the polls, bro?
I mean, dude, he's got that shit looking like he's got a fucking scar on his face now. It's like, damn, dude.
Again, it's weird having that conversation on the day that this fucking shit happens. I understand that. It feels kind of gross. It feels kind of fun. But you think he's not going up in the polls? Look at this picture. Look at this picture, homie. Look at this picture. So there are my predictions. There's going to be conspiracies galore. And by the way, just for the record, I'm not saying that what actually happened here wasn't a conspiracy, right? It's possible what ended up happening here was a conspiracy, and we'll know in time just how deep was the conspiracy. That's very possible. But it's also possible Occam's razor is correct and the most straightforward interpretation is correct, and it's possible it was some lone asshole who's just massively anti-Trump, and this is what he did. Like,
that's kind of what I really feel like is what happened, honestly, because I don't know how, like, I mean, I just wonder, like, you know, if it is tied to a group, then who the fuck would they be? And, like, what benefit would they get out of it? I mean, because if anything, you know, pretty much, like, everyone in the country is going to fucking vehemently hate them and shit, so I don't know, like, it would just, I don't know, like, there's still some more shit that's going to come out from this, I think, and I mean, we'll eventually, I think, learn more, but holy fuck, dude. It is wild. Fucking wild. Definitely can't have some normal ass shit here in America. But, you know, I'll at least go back to work, off my lunch and all that stuff. And then we'll, you know, have some karaoke afterwards. So, yay. So, peace out, and, yeah, shit's crazy.